Altars of Madness by Morbid Angel. What's going on, my creatures of the night? In this video, I'm going back a bit, back in time. Lately, I've been talking a lot of top tens, a lot of newer releases. But every now and then, I like to talk about some older albums, essential albums. This album, in my opinion, is one of the greatest death metal albums of all time. It's also one of my favorite albums of all time. Morbid Angel really took things to the next level in the old school death metal scene. In fact, this album's amazing. One track that I really feel that stands out in this album is Visions from the Dark Side. You wouldn't really think that death metal could be that catchy. It's truly a song that you can really headbang to. It's this album in general is an album that old school death metal fans will enjoy. Altars of Madness, released in 1989, is Morbid Angel's debut album. And it's truly the defining moment in death metal. They're really taking thrash metal into the next logical level, as thrash metal was beginning to fade out in the late 80s, early 90s. And on this album, these songs incorporate bludgeoning raw guitar riffs and really, I guess you can say, squealing guitar solos. Technically, the album is stunning, especially the drumming. The vocals are quite harsh, but they're discernible. And you got some pretty odd time signatures. This is undoubtedly a statement of intent from a band who continued to break boundaries with each subsequent release. I mean, David Vincent's vocals miraculously complement many unexpected stops, starts, and off time signatures. They created songs that threaten to veer completely out of control, yet somehow they somehow retain a sense of melody and structure. It's a stunning achievement from true originators. A world without this album, Altars of Madness, would be quite dull. And death metal as we know it would really be... I don't know where death metal would be without this album. This album truly laid the foundation for what death metal is. It's a classic. If you're into death metal, especially old school death metal, you have to hear this album. It's in my opinion, one of the greatest death metal albums of all time. And I highly recommend you guys check it out. Thank you for watching, my creatures of the night. Hope you enjoyed this little throwback. I need to go back every now and then and talk about these old albums, because they are essential. Obviously, I'll continue to talk about newer albums. As new releases continue to come out, this year's been amazing. It doesn't hurt to go back every now and then and talk about the old stuff. But that's all I really got to say about Morbid Angel's Altars of Madness. I mean, I pretty much described how awesome it is. Highly recommend you check it out if you haven't heard it. Thanks for watching Creatures of the Night.